So that way you can also know more about each contest, know about each role, and that way maybe you can also change your mind in participating in some contests or taking several roles. If you have any questions, we can take questions, I think, at the end or just after the meeting. So the speech contests are an important part of the Toastmasters educational program. They provide an opportunity for Toastmasters to gain speaking experience, as well as an opportunity for other Toastmasters to learn by observing proficient speakers. We have 4 types of speech contests. First, we have the International Speech Contest, where the contestant will give a 5 to 7 minute speech. The International Speech Contest is the only contest that begins at the club level. It proceeds through the area, the division, the district, and then to the World Championship. So whoever wins at the club level, they will compete with other clubs from the area, from Lebanon area. And then whoever wins from the area will compete with the division. And then whoever wins in the division will compete in the district to go to the World Championship. Every participant in the World Championship usually gives different speeches from their division contest level to the quarterfinal to the semifinal. So each level you have to prepare a new speech to give. Now regarding the second contest, which is the Humorous Speech Contest. So it's also a contest where you give a 5 to 7 minute speech. However, it is very important for the contestant to know that this speech contest, they have to write a normal speech. It should include an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. And it should not be a monologue. It's not like they are a stand-up comedian just saying funny lines. It should be a full speech with a message at the end, but it should be a humorous one. After that, we have the table topics. We have the table topics speech. So for the table topics, oral contestants will receive the same question, but of course, they will not be in the same room. Each contestant will be leaving the room when another contestant is answering. And usually the topic is of a general nature, and it will be selected by the contest chair. And finally, we have the evaluation contest. In the evaluation contest, we have at the beginning a test speaker. This test speaker will give a 5 to 7 minute speech. When the speaker finishes, the contestants will be given 5 minutes time to write their evaluation report. And then they will be divided into other rooms, and each one of them will be coming after one another to give their evaluation. So that's a brief regarding the different types of types of speech contest that you can all participate in. Now regarding the role takers in a speech contest. So the role takers are divided into 2 big divisions. One that is led by the contest chair, and the other one that is led by the chief judge. The contest chair is the person who is responsible of all contestants. He is the one who appoints the Zoom master, the sergeant at arms, and the test speaker, who is preferably to be from another club. And we also have the master of ceremony. The master of ceremony is basically needed only in one case if we are having more than one speech contest in one day. We usually have a master of ceremony who basically coordinates between the different contests and also will be connecting with the audience when other role takers are doing their own work. We also have the chief judge. So the chief is appointed by the contest chair, and he needs to appoint minimum of 5 voting judges, a tie-breaking judge, 2 timers, and 2 ballot counters. The voting judges are not known by anyone in the club except by the chief judge, and the tie-breaking judge is also not known to other judges. So only the chief judge knows who the tie-breaking judge is. So now I will move into the procedure of speech contests, what happens before, during, and after a contest. And while explaining the procedure, I will be telling you more about what each of these role takers do, so you have more information about them. Okay, so now, before the contest. First, the contest chair selects the chief judge. He briefs the contestants on the rules. He assists them with drawing for the speaking position. So there's also a draw to know which speaker will be the first, second, or third. He determines the agenda of the contests, and he prepares all certificates of participation and for the winners. The chief judge, before the contest, he has to brief the voting judges, counters, and timers on their duties. He selects a member to act as tie-breaking judge, and he distributes the corresponding resources to each voting judge. So he has to give them the judge ballots. As for the contestants, for international and humorous contests, they have to select a topic and prepare their own original speech. They have to attend the contestants' briefing, and if the contestants fail to attend this briefing, they might be disqualified from the contest. Third, they have to inform the contest chair if they will be using any props during their speech. During the contests. So first, the contest chair opens the contest. He then introduces the contestants. Usually, it's the same procedure for all the speech contests, but for the table topics and evaluation. This is because each participant can't listen to his previous colleague's answer, whether in table topics or in evaluation. So here the SAA role is very important, as he will take them to a breakout room and make sure they don't go back to the main room unless the previous contestant is already done with his answer. After the all contestants are done, between contestants, the contest chair has to give 1 minute of silence where the voting judges will be filling their ballots. When the last contestant finishes speaking, he or she asks for silence until the ballot counters have collected all ballots. As for the judges, of course, their role during the contest is to judge the contestants, but the chief judge does not judge them, only the judges do. I said judges many times in this sentence. Okay, as for the timer and ballot counters, the timer will complete the time record sheet and place it, that's not if we're doing it online, in an envelope and give it to the chief judge. Once all the ballots have been collected, the ballot counters and the chief judge will leave the contest area and proceed to the counting room. So here comes the role of the chief judge, where he should verify the results, and usually the results are counted twice to make sure that they have counted right. He then records all the ranking of all the contestants and the name of the winners in reverse order on the results form, and he gives it to the contest chair. And that's when the contest chair role also comes again, where he has to announce if there is any time disqualification, but he should not name the contestants involved. And then after the conclusion of the contestant interviews, the contest chair announces the winners of the contests. And here comes the end of the contest. And then after the contest chair has to provide the contact detail for all contestants to the chief judge, so he or she can complete the notification of contest winner form, and he should confirm that the chief judge gives this form to the contest chair of the next level. So for example, in our case, the club to the area. So this is mainly, I'm sorry if I talk too much. This is mainly a brief about the general information about the contest, the different types of contests you can participate in, how the contest usually goes, and what each role taker is responsible of.